Greetings, it's Iain from RTO here. Welcome to another Pick and Mix, and this week we are taking a trip down memory lane, which means we're going to be looking at the UK top 10 for the 2nd of November 1964. So if it is your birthday today, happy birthday. And if you was born in 1964, your last year in your 50s, yes, mine's creeping up as well. It was a Monday back in 1964. It was a leap year, so that would have been an Olympic year. The generation was this one, baby boomer. Star sign was the Scorpion of Scorpio, and it was the Chinese year of the dragon. Our Prime Minister was a brand new Prime Minister. He'd only been Prime Minister since the October the 16th, and it was Harold Wilson. He defeated Alec Douglas Hume. Many birthdays today. People that are celebrating their birthday were born on this day. We have got a few. We've got Britta Lejon, which is the Swedish Social Democrat politician, was born in Sweden. Kevin Gogan, who's an American NFL player, played for Dallas Cowboys and won the Super Bowl in 1992-93 season. He was born in California. And today is the birthday of Lynn Nottage, an American playwright, the first woman playwright to win the Pulitzer Prizes for Ruined in 2009 and Sweat in 2017. He was born in New York. And we've got Michael DeSalvo II, American fencer saber, fencer type person. Yeah, he was born as well. So anything happened in history? Well, not much really. The Columbia Broadcasting System buys 80% share in the New York Yankees. And today, Faisal succeeds Saud as the king of Saudi Arabia even, and unfortunately he got assassinated in 1975. So that's a bit of history on today. So what was in the top 10? We'll find out. So at number 10, this was down 5 places, and it was from Herman's Hermits, and I'm into something good. Former number 1 for Peter Noone. Big hit all over the world, this one was. It got to number 13 in the USA and number 11 in Australia. Probably one of the most popular Herman's Hermit songs. And this also was used in the film The Naked Gun with Leslie Nielsen and Priscilla Presley when they were on the beach and squirting tomato ketchup everyone. Great little track. I do like that track myself. At number 9, this was up 6 places, and it was for Cliff Bennett and the Rebel Roosters, One Way Love. This is as far as it would peak in the charts. It was only one of 2 top 10 hits for Cliff Bennett, the other being Gotta Get Into My Life, which got to number 6 in 1966. Now this is one of the records I didn't know much about. I've heard of Cliff Bennett because of something Gotta Get You Into My Life. But this wouldn't say is one of my favourite tracks by Cliff Bennett or from the 60s. Okay, number 8, 5 places. A lot of that song's really going up the charts this week. It's from Cliff Richard. And it's the 12th of Never. One of the non-album singles that he released. This is as far as it got on the UK chart, but it managed to get to number 6 in Australia. It's an alright song from Cliff. I wouldn't say it's one of my favourite Cliff Richard songs, I got to admit to that, but it's a pleasant enough song. So there we go. Number 7, up 1 place for the Hollies, and We're Through. I love this track. this is where this song peaked. Charted at number 88 in Australia, but didn't make America. I love this track because that bass line at the beginning, the one of my favourite tracks by the Holidays. The Hollies. Great little track. Okay, number 6, up one place for Matt Monro and Walk Away. Now this finally got up to number 4 on the charts. Made number 23 in America and number 5 in Australia. It's an okay song. I wouldn't say I'm a great fan of Matt Monro, apart from Russia With Love. But this is okay. It's not a bad song. All I can say is Matt Monro was a good singer, but I just didn't get his style. It wasn't for me. More my nan's style was Matt Monro. Number 5, down one place. Where Did Your Love Go? The Supremes, big hit for them. Number 1 in 3 countries, like US, New Zealand, Australia. This only reached number 3 in the UK, but it's a great song, a classic song from the Supremes. The clapping and it all really, really, really good. I do like that one. Number 4, down one place for the Searchers. When You Walk in the Room. This has peaked at number 3, on its way down now, number 2 in Australia and number 4 in Ireland, but only made number 35 in America. And of course, Status Quo did a version of this, and the drummer, Chris Curtis, is the man that put Deep Purple together, if you remember. It's a great track. Love the Searchers. They always seem to play second fiddle to everybody at the time, but they had some great records. I'm going to do a retro ranking on the Searchers in 2024 because I thought they wrote some great songs, and this being one of them. Number 3, up 3 places, The Wedding, Julie Rogers, where this song peaked. She didn't have many UK top 10 songs, I'm afraid. Again, this is one of them songs I don't know much about. I don't know much about the singer. It was never played in our house, so I don't know if both my parents weren't great fans of Julie Rogers. It's alright. Number 2, now this was a record that was played a lot in our house as a kid. It was a non-mover this week, and it's Oh Pretty Woman for Roy Orbison. It was number 1 all over the world. It did get to number 1, but it's great. It's got one of the most recognisable intros. Love this song, but I didn't really like Van Halen's version. I must be one of the only people that didn't like Van Halen's version of this. They made a film called Pretty Woman eventually, with Richard Gere and Julia Roberts. Just a great song from Roy. So, what was number 1 on this day, 1964? Well, it was the second week of 3 weeks at number 1, and it's from the brilliant Sandy Shaw and Always Something There to Remind Me. This was the first of her 3 number 1s in her career, the others being Long Live Love and Puppet on a String. This got to number 1 in Canada and number 2 in the US. It was a big hit for her on both sides of the Atlantic. This is just classic Sandy Shaw. I love this song. Brilliant artist. We've covered up in a retro ranking. I am a big fan of Sandy Shaw, and I just love it. The horns, the feel to this song. So there we go. That was our top 10 on this day in the UK, 1964. Okay, that's all for videos today, but tonight, of course, it's a live stream, and we'll be here from 8 PM Greenwich Mean Time. So in America, that is this week. It'll be 1 PM in the afternoon on the Pacific and 4 PM on the Eastern. Next week we revert back because you put your clocks back this weekend. So just this week, 1 week only. So tomorrow it's live album ranking day. And we've got a great one for you tomorrow. We're going to look at the live albums of the Stranglers, or the ones that I could find, because some are out of print and I couldn't listen to them, so I've managed to put some together. And also we got a brand new album from a band from my youth, and it's their first album in many years, and it's Dokken and Heaven Comes Down. So that's for tomorrow. Have a great day, stay safe, especially in those areas that in the UK that are going to be affected by Storm Kieran. I know Dave's have a thing. Well, I'm sure he will give us a report tonight, because his town's a bit underwater in places, so I'm sure he will give us a report tonight. So have a great day everyone, and stay safe. Bye for now.